Ladies and gentlemen, the command senior enlisted leader of the 3rd Recruit Training Battalion, Sergeant Major Penny.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing this morning? There's no way. Let me let you in a little secret. It is okay to be loud here at Parris. As a matter of fact, it's highly encouraged. Going off that building. How are we doing this morning? Much better. Please keep that same energy. You're going to need it when the Marines come out here in a little bit. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Commanding General, Brigadier General Williamson, and the Depot Sergeant Major Ford, welcome to Parris in today's everyday event. This year marks the 110th anniversary of Marine Corps Recruit Depot Parris and the 250th anniversary of the United States Marine Corps. We are privileged to continue to celebrate our rich legacy and to honor the generations of Marines forged right here at Parris Island. Shortly, you will be reunited with your Marine and be able to hear firsthand about all of their experiences aboard our historic depot. But first, let me tell you about their training. Marine Corps recruit training is very intense and demanding, and it's broken up into 4 distinct phases. First phase is the most intense, and this is where the recruits adjust to the physical and mental demands of the training environment. In second phase, we build upon the foundation established in the first phase, and we teach advanced skills such as marksmanship and battlefield leadership. Major focus goes to instilling teamwork, esprit de corps, and our core values of honor, courage, and commitment. In third phase, we complete the transformation, and upon the completion of the final team building event, the Crucible, recruits earn their beloved Eagle of Anchor and the title United States Marine. In fourth phase, we allow the Marines to grow into and embrace their newly earned identity, for they have accomplished all the objectives of recruit training, and they understand their obligations to the country, to the Marine Corps, and to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the Marines that you will see here today, because your sons, your loved ones, the Marines of Company L are your Marines. Give it up to them, please. The Marines directly responsible for this transformation are legendary Marine Corps drill instructors. Drill instructors are non-commissioned and staff non-commissioned officers from all over the Marine Corps that bring with them their leadership and operational experience. They attend a very demanding school right here aboard the depot and are subject matter experts in the recruit training process. Time management is the drill instructor's most critical skill because every minute of the weekly training schedule is accounted for. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not uncommon for our drill instructors to work anywhere from 90 to 100 hours each week as they pour their heart and soul into training recruits to become United States Marines. So I encourage you, as you walk around the depot today, congratulate the drill instructors you see and offer them a job well done. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for our drill instructors. Now let's talk about what's next. 10 days of leave is the standard leave period following recruit training. While your new Marine is on leave, they are highly encouraged to find others that have the potential to be a Marine and to refer them to their hometown recruiter. We have some recruiters with us today from Tennessee. Recruiters, please stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot do what we do here at Parris Island without the tremendous efforts of recruiters just like these, sending the nation's best to our yellow footprints. Please, a huge round of applause for our dedicated recruiters. For the first 24 to 40 hours after your new Marine leaves the depot, they will be extremely vulnerable. They haven't drank alcohol, used tobacco or nicotine products, driven a vehicle, or stayed up late in the last 3 months. We need everyone's assistance in getting them safely to their follow-on assignment. Following leave, every Marine will report to the School of Infantry because every Marine is a rifleman. Infantry Marines will attend Basic Infantry Marine course, followed by their Fleet Marine Force assignment. Non-infantry Marines will attend Marine combat training, then to their Military Occupational Specialty School, then to their Fleet Marine Force assignment. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the mystique surrounding Parris is really just the hard work performed on the broad shoulders of our dedicated drill instructors. From here, we will continue to win our nation's battles and return quality citizens back to society. So my last question for you is, are you ready to see your new Marines? Are you ready to see your new Marines? It's my pleasure to introduce to you the Corps' newest Marines, the Marines of the Company L.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Marines of Company L. Ladies and gentlemen, the unit senior enlisted leader of Company L, First Sergeant Sanchez, a native of Kissimmee, Florida.
Company, attention!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove all hats for the Marching of the Colors, and remain standing as you are invited to participate in the singing of our national anthem.
March on the colors! Forward! Fight! Present! March! Order! March! Retire the colors!
Thank you. Please be seated.
Hooray! Right!
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we will introduce the drill instructors of Company L. We ask that you please hold your applause until all of the drill instructors have been introduced. The Chief Drill Instructor of the 3064 series is Staff Sergeant Luber from Chino, California. The Senior Drill Instructor of Platoon 3064 is Sergeant Van Tile from Binghamton, New York. He is assisted by Drill Instructors Sergeant Miller from Memphis, Tennessee, Sergeant Gagne from Parris Island, South Carolina, Sergeant Pepin from Elberton, Georgia, and Sergeant Kaleha from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The Senior Drill Instructor of Platoon 3065 is Staff Sergeant Hyatt from Kingston, Jamaica. He is assisted by Drill Instructors, Staff Sergeant Rodriguez from the Bronx, New York, Sergeant Juarez from El Paso, Texas, and Sergeant Gaspar from Las Vegas, Nevada. The Senior Drill Instructor of Platoon 3066 is Sergeant Jernigan from Auburn, Alabama. He is assisted by Drill Instructors, Sergeant Haggard from Chicago, Illinois, Sergeant Cherry from Hampton, Virginia, Corporal Ramos Valentin from Arecibo, Puerto Rico, and Sergeant Haynes from Emporium, Pennsylvania. The Chief Drill Instructor of the 3068 series is Staff Sergeant Reed from Houston, Texas. The Senior Drill Instructor of Platoon 3068 is Staff Sergeant Bonifaz from Boston, Massachusetts. He is assisted by Drill Instructors, Staff Sergeant Quay from Phillipsburg, New Jersey, Staff Sergeant Harding from Okaloosa, Kansas, and Staff Sergeant Leday from Pensacola, Florida. The Senior Drill Instructor of Platoon 3069 is Sergeant Felice from Bellport, New York. He is assisted by Drill Instructors, Staff Sergeant Benavidez from Birmingham, Alabama, Sergeant Peterson from Ridgecrest, California, and Sergeant Batista from Phoenix, Arizona. The Senior Drill Instructor of Platoon 3070 is Staff Sergeant Brody from Dajabon, Dominican Republic. He is assisted by Drill Instructors, Sergeant Perez from Monas, Guatemala, Staff Sergeant Winowiski from Denver, Colorado, Sergeant Anthony from Ocean Springs, Mississippi, and Sergeant Dunlap from Kingsland, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, the drill instructors of Company L. The company commander for Company L is Captain Peregrine from Guthrie, Oklahoma. Her series commanders are Captain Cliff from Phoenix, Arizona, and First Lieutenant Bernie from Atlanta, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, Executive Order 13269 provides the aliens and non-citizen nationals of the United States who have served honorably at any time during a designated period of hostility may apply for expedited naturalization. The Marines will be standing before you today have completed the naturalization process upon arrival at Marine Corps Crew Depot, Parris Island, South Carolina.
Personnel to be recognized. And turn. March!
Over the last 100 years, more than 760,000 immigrants enlisted and obtained U.S. citizenship. Over 700,000 foreign-born veterans live in the U.S. today, many of whom are now citizens. More than 45,000 immigrants are actively serving in the United States Armed Forces today and have served since the founding of our country. In addition to having pledged to defend the United States constitutions and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and bear true faith and allegiance to the same during their oath of enlistment, the Naturalization Oath of Allegiance requires new citizens to renounce all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of whom or which they have heretofore been a subject or citizen. Immigrants' ability to speak multiple languages and cultural awareness make them a significant part of overseas operations. These linguistic and cultural skills are highly sought after and are exceedingly difficult to cultivate without our foreign-born service members. Their bravery and dedication is forged throughout modern American history, accounting for 20% of all Medal of Honor recipients. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we will recognize the Marines being naturalized. Please hold your applause until all Marines have been recognized. PFC Chinedu from Nigeria. PFC Munoz Martinez from Cuba. PFC Watson from Jamaica. PFC Copeland from Jamaica. PFC Rodriguez Cruz from the Dominican Republic. PFC Taveras Corsina from the Dominican Republic. PFC Todesco Jr. from Brazil. PFC Exantus from Haiti. Private Castro Asensio from Peru. Private Bravo Peralta from Ecuador. Private Martinez Nunez from the Dominican Republic. Private Blanco Enriquez from Cuba. Private Hines from Jamaica. Private Pacheco Paula from Brazil. Private Aroche Boada from Cuba. Private Forrester from Jamaica. Private Herrera Lambert from Honduras. Private Frias from the Dominican Republic. And Private Che Escobar from Guatemala. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our nation's newest citizens.
Post!
Hey! Salute! Good morning, ma'am. Ready? 2. Right! Base!
March! Senior drill instructors, take charge and sound liberty.
Aye, sir!
Senior drill instructors, take charge and sound liberty.
Aye, sir!
The senior drill instructors will now dismiss their platoons. Please have a safe and enjoyable family day with your new Marine aboard the Recruit Depot. Ladies and gentlemen, as you make your way to the parade deck, please refrain from stepping over any chain fence or onto the grass. Again, please refrain from stepping over any chain fence or onto the grass. Ladies and gentlemen, the Naturalized Marines will be with their platoons. Again, the Naturalized Marines will be with their platoons.